Hello dear students, welcome all of you in today's class. Hope all of you are doing very fine. Here I am Jannatul Firdaus, lecturer, Department of English, Milestone College. Dear students, this is the appropriate time to take your preparation for exam, and I know all of you are utilizing your time properly. Dear students, you know in this critical situation, online class activities can provide you the best guidelines in this moment, and I am expecting all of you are taking the benefits. Well, today we are going to be looking at the most important topic from English first paper, and that is summary writing. Dear students, in your exam you have to answer from the question number 5 as summary writing, and an unseen passage will be given there. And the topic of summary writing will carry 10 marks. Summary writing is not very easy and is not that type of skills that comes naturally. Dear students, the correct form of summary writing totally depends up to your practice. So in our today's class, we will go through some steps for our certain topic summary writing. First of all, we will know some characteristics. After that, we will follow some steps, and then we will know how to write a good summary. Last of all, we will practice a board question. For your better understanding, dear students, let's take a look at some information for summary writing. First of all, let's know what is summary. Yes, dear students, summary writing is very important for studying skill that students use throughout their academic career. Basically, summary writing covers the main points of the original passage, and of course, you should not go beyond the main points. And dear students, it's very important that summary writing should be as brief as possible. And another thing you should keep in mind, you don't want to get too much specific with details like dates, numbers, figures, and statistics, etc. Now, what are the uses of it? Yes, dear students, summary can be used to sum up information, and also it presents information concisely, and obviously it can state the main or essential points without any detailed explanation. Now the question is, why is summary important? Yes, dear students, summary is important because it's a useful skill for the examination, and in another way we can say we can easily get the main points from the whole context. After reading the text, when you are going to write a summary, dear students, you have to stick to the important facts. Dear students, summaries should be objective. That means the summary will be free of any personal opinions. And when you will read the whole context, you will try to place some questions to find out the main points for summary writing. Like this, who is the story or text about? What is going on? When is it happening? Where does it take place? If you think in this way, you definitely can make your readers understand what you are trying to say. Writing a good summary indicates that you clearly understand the given text. So you should bring out all the requirements that a good summary should have. A good summary maintains a good paragraph structure with topic sentence, supporting sentences, and concluding sentence. So dear students, to summarize the whole context, you have to follow some certain points. You have to skim the text, note any subheadings or try to divide the text into sections. After that, you have to read the text carefully, and you have to pay the special attention to the first and last paragraphs. Identify the topic sentence. Identify the main support for the topic sentences. Dear students, let's look at the things which we should not to do for writing a summary. First of all, don't include quotes or examples. That means just try to leave out any types of examples or quotes from the original passage. After that, don't include your personal opinion. That means the important thing is that, dear students, you are using your own words for writing a summary, does not mean that you are including your own ideas. So you have to be very much careful about that. The next point is don't copy and paste from the text. So just try to get out the exact information and place it by using your own words or phrases which are related to the general meaning of the passage. Now the next point is don't write irrelevant information. So just dear students, that means try to avoid unnecessary information for writing a summary. Now the last point is don't come up with an information on your own. That means don't place your thinking or personal judgment in writing a summary. Now things to do for writing a summary. The first point is keep it short. That means dear students, you can write summary 1/3 from the original text. In another way, we can say the summary has to be shorter than the original text. So it will be standard if you write summary 1/3 of the given text. Now the second point is write in one paragraph. Dear students, there will be many paras in your given text, but you have to accumulate all the ideas by presenting in one paragraph. The next point is use your own words and language. After that, use simple words and sentence structure. Dear students, the sentences which you are going to write, it should be simple, and you can also use synonymous words for writing a summary. The next point is arrange information to be cohesive. So what does it mean? That means the idea of the given passage will be presented according to their sequence. And the last point that I have for you, dear students, write specific relevant points only. Yes, it is very important thing to remember. You should combine specific ideas for writing a summary. Dear students, let's practice for summary writing. And the question for summary writing is, read the following text carefully and answer the question number 5. And dear students, first of all, we will read the passage properly and try to get the central idea. Then, of course, you have to find out the key words which will help you to write a good summary. So that means you have to apply your own thinking skills properly while reading the text. So dear students, first of all, let's read the passage. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th President of the USA. He is famous for his Gettysburg Address. It was delivered by him during the American Civil War on November 19, 1863. Here the word delivered means something that bring to the proper recipient. Now, Lincoln was born on February 12, 1809 in Kentucky, the USA. His parents were from Virginia. In 1819, his mother died. Then his father moved to Indiana State. He grew up there. Dear students, the words or phrase grew up means to develop into an adult level. He was a captain in the Black Hawk War. He got the nomination for presidency in 1860. Then he became the president of the USA in 1861. Lincoln declared a ban on slavery in America on January 1, 1863. Dear students, the word declare means to announce something publicly. He was a re-elected president in 1864. Dear students, the word re-elect means to elect someone again. On Good Friday, April 14, 1865, he was assassinated at Ford's Theater in Washington. And the word assassinate means to murder someone, especially an important person, by a sudden attack. Dear students, we have already read the passage, and you know that the passage is about Abraham Lincoln, who was the 16th President of the United States, and he is considered as one of the American greatest heroes. And dear students, you also know that he was well respected person. So from this passage we have got some information, and now we are going to identify the keywords which will help you to write a summary. So dear students, from the passage you have known who was Abraham Lincoln. Yes, he was the 16th president of the USA. After that, where was he born? Yes, dear students, Lincoln was born on February 12, 1809 in Kentucky, the USA. After that, you have already informed about his parents. And next, you know that about his profession. Yes, he was a captain in the Black Hawk War. And after that, you have already informed about his political activity. Yes, dear students, he got the nomination for presidency in 1860. And after that, you know that he is raising voice against slavery, and last of all, assassination. So dear students, with the help of these identified words, now let's move on for writing the summary. So this is the summary. The 16th President of the USA, Abraham Lincoln, was born on 12 February 1809 in Kentucky, the USA. So dear students, this is the topic sentence. Now you have to write down the necessary information. That means you should write some supporting sentence as well. After that, his parents were from Virginia. By profession, he was a captain in the Black Hawk War. The rest part of the summary is, Lincoln became the President of the USA in 1861. In January 1863, he banned slavery in the USA. He was re-elected President in 1864. But unfortunately, he was assassinated at Ford's Theater, Washington, on Good Friday on 14 April 1865. Dear students, I hope this class will be helpful for you for writing a good summary. And if you follow these tips, of course, you can present the summary in a better way in your answer script. So dear students, thank you very much. See you again in next class. Allah Hafiz.